Good afternoon, folks. Good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to the GOAT Racing League Beef Jerky Unlimited now Xfinity Series. New sponsor here this week. Again, that's the Beef Jerky Unlimited. You can go to beefjerkyunlimited.com, get some of their great beef jerky. They will be the new main sponsor for the Xfinity Series starting this week, going the rest of the season. We are at Talladega today. I am currently going to be in the booth alone. Zirkle is away with family things, kids and football. We all know how that goes. Those of you that have children. He may join us later on in the race. We'll see. Other than that, qualifying is underway. Bud Shearer currently sitting on the pole right now, followed by Ricky Utting, who's coming to finish his second lap. We'll see if he can take that pole position away. And it looks like Bud's going to hang on. 54.285. Again, we'll go over the race info here as qualifying finishes up. We are in Talladega, like I said before, which is in Alabama. They are going to have 60 laps tonight. Stages are going to end on lap 10 and lap 25. They're going to run 60% fuel tonight. They'll have one fast repair, 2 sets of tires in the pits, plus the one they start with. And if needed, which we are at Talladega, so there's a good chance of it, we will need 1 green, white, checkered. Very hot out there today, 105 degrees on the track, 79 degrees Fahrenheit air temp, 49% humidity, 8-mile-an-hour wind. Could affect the cars a little bit with them being in a pack. And this is a 2.65-mile track. And then you'll see that little red line there on the track map. So one of the unique things about Talladega, that start-finish line is not in the middle of the tri-oval. They have to go through the tri-oval and down the straightaway just a little bit to get to the finish. A lot of things can happen in that little extra. Going through our grid here after qualifying, Bud Shearer again on the pole, ran a 54.260. Ricky Utting is going to be on his outside. Bill Hales in the 53 is going to take the 3rd position. Outside row 2, Michael Gitchell. Row 3, we're going to have Justin Reynolds and Philip Schmitz. Row 4, Thomas DeLago. Outside him will be Robert Doig. Row 5, Samuel Harrell in the 43. Charles Van Scoik in the 23. That is your GOAT Racing League owner. 11th position is going to be Jorge Rincon, followed by Richard Crane. On down the field in 13th, we've got David Scott. Maurice Burnett outside row 7. Ron Walsh sitting in 15th to start the race. Brandon Burkhart's going to be 16th. Aaron Jackson 17th. Richard Holland in 18th. 19th, that's going to be Jeff Ramsdale. Your top 20 there's going to be Michael Coulter Jr. 21st, we're going to have Christoph Hall, but he is your race control, so he will not be in 21st. Josh Previte will move up a row, who is starting 23rd, and Joshua Brock is 22nd. So that is your starting grid for tonight's race at Talladega. I know a lot of you have probably seen some Talladega races, especially if you've watched them in real life or on iRacing on other broadcasts. Lots of pack racing. They're going to be bumper to bumper. Probably going to stay that way unless some people back off. They don't want to try to race, get in an early wreck. So you may see some cars form a pack a little bit further back. Green flag pit stops. If we have those in the final stage there, that could be a deciding factor as well. You got to get in the pits. You got to stay with somebody, because if you don't and you end up by yourself, it's a long race. We will have one lap here. The lights are going to be off on the pace car. They will come to the green flag this time, and we will get this thing underway. Again, stage 1 is going to end on lap 10. So when you see that ticker go lap 11, That will end the stage. They'll be fighting for those stage points. Stage wins also give you 1 playoff point for when we get to the playoffs. Thank you out there for the new follows. Bailey29, Chuzetic. I'm hoping that's pronounced right. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for tuning in. It's going to be an exciting one. The pace car is starting to make its way out of the way onto pit lane. Your front row, Bud Shearer, Ricky Udding. They're looking to take him to green here. And they will hit the Geico restart zone. And we are green flag at Talladega. Restrictor plate, same deal. You understand. Down into turn one, Bud's going to have the advantage. The bottom line moving just a little bit quicker. The outside still led by Udding. He's getting a good push there from the 94. I'm sorry, that's the 48. Pretty calm for the first corner. A little bit stretched out there in the back. Again, you may see some cars. I'm surprised we didn't see anybody dip off there on the apron. You do see that a lot with cars trying to get out of the way because, like I said, they don't want to deal with that early wreck. They want to keep that car clean. They want to survive to the end. It's the name of the game here at Talladega. Survival. Bill Hale still staying glued to the 93. The 48 and the 2 are making a push here to the outside, trying to see if he can get him clear of the 93. Again, thank you to everybody that tuned in. It is much appreciated. Thank you for the follows. It means a lot. It really does. Ricky Udding going to be able to move down the 48. Gitchell was able to push him out to the lead. Bud now on the back bumper of the 2. So Ricky Udding, your new leader in that Pepsi Culver's car. Staying pretty orderly through the field as of right now. I think we got just a few cars staying a little bit further back, but they're still staying with the main pack. Seven to go in stage 1. That top line has less cars in it now, so we're going to see that line probably start to fall back as it has. They're roughly 5 cars behind now, maybe 6 there. So they're just not quite keeping the pace at the moment. We'll probably see more cars start to jump out, try to form that top line as we get closer to the end of the stage. Try to get those points. Again, the stage points, they work. If you're first place, you get 10 stage points plus 1 playoff point, which will come in handy when we get to later in the season. The 94 jumps to the outside line there. Doig bounces off the wall just a little bit, able to save it. What a great save. That could have ended real badly. That could have been the big one really early. We don't want to see that. They do have 1 fast repair, but you want to try to save that thing till the end. We all know how crazy Talladega gets. If you don't have that fast repair at the end, there's a good chance you might be in a bad position. And folks, Feel free to tell me if you can't hear me well enough. I am using a new microphone, so I just want to make sure. Let me know the volume's good. If I need to turn it up, just tell me. If I need to turn it down, tell me. Bud Shear going to jump to the outside here. He wants to try to get that lead back. He's going to have the 94 of Reynolds right behind him, as well as Gitchell. Thank you, Bailey. I will do that. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Bud Shear is now even with the 2 car. Can Reynolds push him out front? Can they both get clear so they can stay together? Thank you, thank you. They are double file just about all the way through the pack. Bottom line still got more cars in it, but the top line is pushing hard. 94 is trying to get Bud out there. On back through the field. Ron Walsh, he's sitting back here in 16th currently in that number 48. He's got the yellow number this week. I guess you get that yellow number when you win. We won last week. He had a white number on the car. Aaron Jackson right behind him. Those are teammates trying to stick together. Teammates are huge at these restrictor plate races, but when you get to the final stage, teammates kind of go out the window. Then it's every man for themselves or woman. Richard Holland, Michael Coulter, Joshua Brock. 3 nice paint schemes back here. Hanging out. They don't want to get in that mess in stage 1. They want to keep that car clean. Like I said, survival. That's what they're doing right now. Still out front, Bud Shear, Ricky Udding fighting for that top position. Racing hard, drag racing every lap. Oh, looks like Tommy DeLago's starting to form a 3rd line here. We're going to go 3 wide. Looks like he's got Van Scoyk and Burkhart behind him trying to form that line. 2 good pushers behind him. See if they can make a run on the top. They've got help. They've got Doig now joining them up there. Just losing a little bit of ground in the corners, but they get a good run in the straightaway. They just need a couple more cars to jump up there with them. See if we can't ride along inside just to see what they're seeing on the track. And again, you see these cars move around a lot. That's not necessarily the driver moving the wheel. That wind, the air from the other cars, it's going to throw your car all over the place. It's not as easy as it looks to run these cars. I know the pedals to the floor pretty much the whole time. You do get checkups, so you got to let off. Sometimes you got to tap the brake. But if you're in the front, your foot is down and you don't let off. You're going to see this middle line here. They're going to get a good run on the straightaway. They might even try to side draft. That'll slow down that bottom line, as you see Bud try to do a little bit there. Take a little air off the 53 so he can't push the 2. Now he's going to move up alongside the 2. This is the final lap of stage 1. We'll see if Bud can get some side draft down the straightaway here. Try to get that top line moving even a little bit more. Into 3 and 4 for the final time in stage 1. Bud with the slight advantage. Ricky Udding squeaks just a little bit back out ahead. Drag race to the end of the stage. Through the tri-oval. Bud Shear is going to be your stage 1 winner, followed by Reynolds and Gitchell. Udding looks like he came in 4th at the end of that stage. It was really close. We will have to go back and check. At the end of the race, we'll get all the stage positions. But it looks as of right now, approximately, we know Bud Shear is your stage 1 winner, like I said before. Reynolds is going to be 2nd. Gitchell and Udding were 3rd and 4th. Hales is in 5th. Ramsdale in 6th. Harrell's in 7th. Crane in 8th. Schmitz is going to be 9th. And Rincon 10th. And I'm pretty sure, Bailey, you said Schmitz was going to win, correct? Yeah. The whole race. I got you. This is Schmidt's first race in the GOAT Racing League Xfinity Series. Beef Jerky. Unlimited Xfinity Series now. Be huge if he could come out here and get a win in the first race. It's not going to be easy. It is Talladega. See if anybody elects to come down pit road here. See if they need to top off on fuel. Tires probably are not going to be much of a factor the entire race. We might see him take some freshies at the end of stage 2 maybe, but I would expect to see the same tires on the cars probably about the whole race. The leader's going to bring him down pit road. Looks like we have a couple cars, maybe 4 there electing to stay out. I see 3. Anything can happen, and I have faith that my race engineer will come out on top. I agree. Anything can happen. I'm just glad we had one close call there. We almost had the big one, but everybody was able to save it. It was a heck of a save by everybody. Everybody that dodged him while he was bounced off the wall, got a little loose, was able to gather it back up, and everybody was able to stay clean. So it looks like we had Samuel Harrell, Charles Van Scoyk, and Maurice Burnett all stay out. So they're going to take your top 3 positions over. Justin Reynolds and Ricky Udding, Michael Gitchell, they all came out ahead of Bud on that pit stop. So Bud will be won the stage. He'll be back to 7th for this restart. Then you're going to have Jeff Ramsdale in 8th, Bill Hales in 9th. Philip Schmitz is still going to be in the top 10. Still in a good position to make a run. Heck, you can make a run from anywhere here. Nobody's out of it. There is your new current leader, Samuel Harrell. The number 43 Tide Pods car. He'll have Charles Van Scoyk to his outside for this restart. He'll have Maurice Burnett behind him pushing. And Justin Reynolds outside of row 2 will be pushing Van Scoyk. Before we go green, like I said, it is now the GOAT Racing League Beef Jerky Unlimited Xfinity Series, the new sponsor, main sponsor of the league. One of the other sponsors is AdminBoxx. I'll just show you the video. That is one of your other sponsors of the league, AdminBoxx. Nice button box for especially your league owners, your race control, your admins. They can do everything a lot easier that they need to do, throwing cautions, clearing black flags, or giving penalties. Anything they need to do, they got a button right there for it. It even gives you some of your voice commands, like if you're pitting, passing left, passing right. You can set it up however you want, and it just would really come in handy. The lights are off on the pace car. Stage 2 is about to begin. We will go to the end of lap 25. So when that ticker hits lap 26, the caution will come out after the 10th car crosses the start finish. And we will have another stage winner. We will have another playoff point dished out. Again, your front row is going to be Samuel Harrell, Charles Van Scoik, behind them Burnett and Reynolds. Row 3, Udding, Gitchell. Row 4, Shearer, Hales. Rounding out your top 10, you're going to have Ramsdale and Rincon. Alright, the field is making their way out of turn 4. 23-43, front row. Restart will be on the 43. And the way iRacing works, they can go as soon as that pace car jumps off. These restrictor plate races are, you don't want to get too far out, so you don't want to go too early or you're just going to get run over. You're going to get freight trained. You're going to lose a lot of positions if they want to go around you. They could elect to stay behind you and just push you, but a lot of times they're going to try to take that position away, especially since it's the leader. 43 and the 8 jump out just a little bit of a gap back to the 2. Field pretty spread out on this restart. Charles is going to jump down to the bottom. Reynolds is going to be out there stuck right now. He's going to get a gap. He's going to get in line right in front of Bud. All behind Bud, you got the 48 of Gitchell, followed by Hales. Charles and Udding are going to jump back to the outside. They want the lead. Bomb dude, what's going on, man? What happened? I see you're out of the race. Charles Van Scoik to the outside. Got just a little bit of an edge coming to the line. We will see who leads this lap. That one's going to go to Charles. Just about clear of the 43. Just not quite enough room to get down. Oh, he's got him clear. He might just be trying not to hang Udding out to dry. VR and or Packalas. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that, man. You had a good run going there. Sorry to get a little squirrely the one time. Good save. Charles still taking the advantage coming out of turn 4. Udding, or Harrell on the bottom trying to make a good run. Udding is pushing Charles. It's looking like Charles just doesn't want to leave Udding up there because Udding is the one pushing him to the lead. Charles is going to lead this lap again. Samuel Harrell making a run back, getting that push from Burnett in the 8 car. A little bit further back, we are now 3 wide. That's Rincon on the top. Oh, he's all by himself. Oh, they're scattering a little bit. We got one down on the apron. Who is that? That is the 11 of Philip Schmitz. Looks like he's just trying to get out of the way. It got a little bit crazy. I don't blame him. He'll be back. They are now 3 wide in the pack. Udding all the way at the top. He's got Rincon behind him. Charles still in the middle. Harrell still on the bottom, leading their lines respectively. Pulling for your BJU teammate Tommy Delago. He is currently sitting in 12th. Let's ride along with him, see what he's got going on back here. Well, that's not a pretty sight. Cars everywhere. Got David Scott right in front of him. Jorge Rincon to the outside. Bill Hales down there on the bottom. That's just a mess. You can do it here at Talladega. You can run 3 wide the whole time. It's definitely easy for a mistake to happen. See if he can make a run. He just doesn't have anywhere to make a move right now. Ooh, 31 got a little bit squarely out of 4 there. Samuel Harrell going to lead this lap. We are now on lap 19. 6 to go in the stage. Little bit of a check up there. He has to get off the gas. Ooh, that middle line. That was a pretty hard check up there. Up front, we still got Harrell and Van Scoik. Reynolds still pushing the 23 currently. Bud behind him. That was your stage 1 winner. I agree. It's not a bad place to be. A lot of things can open up really quickly for you in the middle. You can go the top or the bottom. Rather than being stuck on the bottom where you got the yellow line, middle line, top, you got the wall. As long as everybody minds their P's and Q's, I agree. But if they don't, it can get ugly real quick. Delago making a move to the outside now. Up to 5th, trying to make a run at the lead here. Udding coming up quickly behind him with Rincon. I just don't know if they're going to have the strength with only 3 cars up there to push any further at the moment. That Taco Bell car is making me hungry. Alright, I gotta go away from that car. Making me too hungry. Charles, Van Scoik, Samuel Harrell still battling for that top position up here. Maurice Burnett, Justin Reynolds giving them their pushes out front. On back through the field, you've got Michael Gitchell, Ron Walsh, Bill Hales, Jeff Ramsdale. Currently rounding out your top 10 is Thomas Delago, who currently just jumped to 8th. Again, these positions are going to move fast. These cars are so close to each other, running double file. Oh, he's holding tough up there by himself right now. If he can keep that side draft, keep that line slowed down just a little bit, give other cars an opportunity to jump out behind him or in front of him so he can get a little more draft either way. Charles going to lead that lap now. We're on lap 22. It's going to give us 4 to go in stage 2. Who wants that playoff point more? Oh, what a move that was. The 94 and the 23 jump down to the bottom in front of Harold. They take the lead away. The 94 had just enough room. Harold looking to the outside now. Is anybody going to go with him? Looks like Burnett's going to try to get out there. Just enough room to get in front of Bud. Oh, they actually touch. He might not have been as clear as he thought. Delago still on the outside. He's got the Taco Bell car behind him now. That's the 24 of Josh Previte. That 8 car, Burnett, is giving Harrell a big push down the back stretch, trying to get them back out front. Bud moves back down to the middle. You can tell we're coming to the end of a stage. Two to go. Stage 2. I agree, Bomb Dude. If they could get about 5 cars to commit to that top lane. We got one down on the apron. That's Scott. Oh. All right, he kept it down there. If they could get about 5 cars on that top lane, I think they could make a big push. Ooh, Harold gets pushed to the outside. A little bit slower in front of Delago. He's able to keep it steady. Oh, there they go. That's going to be the 28, the 93, the 97, the 48. Looks like we got about 4 or 5 cars involved. That's probably going to end stage 2 here. They were coming to 1 to go. See if we can go back and take a look at it here. We need to go back further. So that's going to be the 28 of Rincon, it looked like. We're going to have to go back and look at that one more time. So they're going to get slowed up right there. Delago's able to keep it steady. You've got Rincon and Burnett, and it looks like they just ran out of real estate with that checkup. See if we can go back here. We'll do the far chase. So the car I want to try to look at here is Burnett. So they touch there. That's going to check everybody up just a little bit. The 8. Oh, he's just 4 wide. He just got pinched. I don't think that's anybody's fault. I think that's just Talladega Racing right there. 2 cars in the front touched. Kind of checked everybody up just a little bit. Justin Reynolds was your winner of stage 2. And again, we'll have to go back. That was a mess right there at the end of the stage to get your top 10. But we do know the winner was the 94. He was out front when that happened. Like everybody came down pit road. Top off that fuel. Maybe get some fresh tires if you wanted to. Probably have about 32 to go in the race now. We will be entering the final stage. Wow, dude, how many laps could you get on fuel? If you remember. Around 22, front runners will have to stop again. I want to see it. I hope we have a long green flag run here. Green flag pit stops always get interesting here. Sometimes that can be the cause of the caution. But getting that car slowed down is tough, number one. Number two, you got to keep the car straight while you're braking. And then you got to try to not speed on pit road. Doubt it. Yeah, it's going to be, it's questionable. I mean, I know we had the stage caution after lap 10. They still went roughly around 22, 3 laps till that wreck happened. There's a chance. Alright. Lights are off on the pace car. They're going to go into turns 3 and 4. The pace car will dip off and we will begin the final stage here at Talladega. Got about 4 cars that had to use fast repairs. So hopefully they can stay clean the rest of the way. Yeah, that's a big one too. Give distance to the cars around you. It can be tough if there's no communication. Hopefully they'll be able to do that. Hopefully the communication will be there if they have to do those green flag stops. Alright, the pace car making its way off to pit lane. Justin Reynolds. He's going to be the one taking us to the green flag with the Lago on his outside, followed by Gitchell and Previte, Hales, Coulter Jr., Harrell, Udding, Burkhart, Aaron Jackson rounding out your top 10 right now.
Green flag.
The green flag is out. We are underway. I think that was a good restart by the 94. He didn't jump out. He's still going to have the edge on the 86 currently. Previte trying to get behind that 86 to get a good push. They just don't have much help behind them right now. The top line is going to have to get formed back up. The 3 and the 2 just a little bit further behind right now. Harrell looking to the middle. Trying to make it 3 wide already. And it's going to happen. If he wanted to get back down, he couldn't. He was out there too long. He'll be able to get the gap reformed. '86 and the 24 looking to make a run here on the outside still. Hanging tough out there. '24 gets a good push to him. The 86 is going to jump to the bottom and take away that top spot from the 94. There you go, Bomb Dude. Teammate out front. That top line making a big push here between the 3 and the 24. He almost got the 24 clear. He just didn't have quite enough to be able to move down. On back through the field. There's that shiny gold Tabasco. That's Richard Holland. Sat in the back for stages 1 and 2. It's got Joshua Brock behind him. I'm sure we'll see them start to try to make a move here. Probably not quite yet. We still got 30 to go. But I would expect to see him trying to make moves here soon. On back through the field, still trying to keep the car clean and survive, especially the ones that got involved in the earlier wreck. That's Bud back there in 21st currently. Philip Schmidt sitting in 20th. Maurice Burnett, he was involved in that wreck as well as Jorge Rincon back in 18th and 19th. Playing the survival game right now. Up front, We still have Tommy D, the Beef Jerky Unlimited sponsor car. Three car makes it 3 wide. The 24 in the middle. Utting behind him. Reynolds and Delago still pushing out front. They got the 48 behind them. That 3 car is just kind of stuck right now. I think a lot of guys are just starting to think it's time to maybe just ride for a little bit. We're getting pretty spread out. Best jerky out there for sure. Beef Jerky Unlimited Xfinity Series at Talladega. It's been exciting so far. We've had one caution that happened at Stage N. It's been the only caution caused by wreck so far. 32 laps in. We did have the first caution at the end of 10, which Bud Shearer won Stage 1. Justin Reynolds won Stage 2. The lines are forming back up a little bit. Bud making his way back to the front. When we looked before, he was 21st. Now he's all the way back up to 8th. He's going to fall in line behind Charles. The SpongeBob Mobile. Oh, the SpongeBob Mobile's got a little right front damage. As long as he can keep that hidden behind the 2 car, he'll be just fine. Might be a little tough if he's leading the line, but if he's behind the car, he can still push. That's your number 36 of Richard Crane. That's Snap-on Chevy Camaro. Currently sitting in the 10th position. Philip Schmidt's making his way back up through the field. He was 20th up to 13th. Richard Holland, Joshua Brock still kind of just hanging out in the back, waiting for their time. He wasn't joking when he said he hoped everyone had their sunglasses. That thing's bright. Aaron Jackson making moves, trying to get through the field as well. Holy gold. Yep. That's probably the best way to put it. That thing is shiny. Ricky Utting going to jump to the bottom there. Behind the 53 of Bill Hales. Josh Previte, your current leader of the outside line. Looks like the 23, the 93 are going to try to make a move to the outside. Can they get a good enough run? It might be tough with Charles's damage there. Yeah, they just can't quite get that line moving with him in front at the moment. It looks like Previte's going to hold on to that spot. Still out front, that's Thomas Delago and the Beef Jerky Unlimited main sponsor car there. And that's who everybody's chasing right now. Wouldn't it be huge for the main sponsor car to come out here and win the first race after we have the new sponsor name for the league? All right, that number 86 still hanging tough out front. Got the 94 behind him pushing. Charles Van Scoik wasn't really able to make that move to the top side, but he's still able to really push that 24 car, keeping him pretty even there at the front. He's got Bud Shear behind him. Richard Crane behind Bud. You got Hales on the bottom, Justin Reynolds, Gitchell's down there, Udding's down there. The whole field's just about double file now. Got about 5 cars on the bottom. Just kind of hanging out for the moment. We are down to 22 to go. Laps are starting to wind down. If top line would get organized, they could do something. Yes, I agree. I always feel that I would much rather we have a couple cars on pit road here. Udding, Jackson, Burkhart, Ron Walsh. That's the entire Fast Lane Racing team. They're going to come down together so that they can keep at least a small pack and stay in the draft. So green flag pit stops are starting a little bit early here. They know they'll be good on fuel from here on out. But yes, Bounder, to your point, if that top line could get organized. And what I was also going to say was, when I race Talladega, I always want to be on the top. I just don't like being on that bottom line. There's so much more you can do with the top line, in my opinion. Looks like we're going to have a few more cars jumping down to pit road here. The 8 of Burnett. I saw Samuel Harrell jumping down pit road as well. That's a 2-car pack pitting together, so hopefully they'll be able to come out at the same time and at least link up the 2 of them. Bud giving a big push to the 23 of Van Scoik. He's got him almost all the way up to the front. Brandon Burkhart's going to come out of the pits. He's going to be alone. That could be an issue unless he's able to get with another pack that pitted. We'll see how much longer this lead pack is going to go. little smoke there. Not sure what happened. Bud's going to fall out from behind the 23. He's going to lose the draft as well. Van Scoik now stuck in the middle. The 3 and the 35 up top with the 1 and the 11. And there's Rich Holland. There's Joshua Brock. There's Michael Coulter Jr. We talked about him being in the back most of the race, but now they're coming. And they're coming fast. The 3 is going to get alongside the 86 here. 94 and the 86 got to stay linked up here. They're going to lose the lead. I don't think those 3 teammates up top, though, are going to dump each other. So they're probably going to stay in order up there. Burkhart going a lap down. As the field goes around him there. Still stuck out by himself. Should be able to catch the draft of this pack here. At least for the time being. But then when they all pit, he'll be stranded once again. $17 to go. Current leader still Thomas Delago. Still being pushed by Justin Reynolds. Still got Gitchell behind them. The 3, the 35, and the 1 now up top running that top line. Charles Van Scoik was able to get in behind them. Bud Shear, who lost the draft there, he is now on pit road and unfortunately by himself. Some of these guys are going to be begging for a caution now. Here's some of your cars that did make a pit stop. The 2, the 12, the 48, the 43, the 8. They have made their pit stops. They've got a nice 5-car single file line, so they're going to be turning some quick laps. So when that lead pack pits, they'll still be on a good pace. They got Ricky Udding out front, Aaron Jackson pushing, Ron Walsh pushing. So it's going to be a quick little group there. Burkhart currently. Bud Shear still on pit road. Looks like he's getting some tires. Burkhart currently 1 lap down. Shear has fallen behind him. We'll have to see if he stays 1 lap down or if he's going to go 2 laps down here. Coulter's going to lead that lap, but Delago's still holding tough on the bottom. The 3, the 35, the 1, the 23, the 83. That top line formed up right now. We've got the 86, the 94, the 48, the 24, 53 on the bottom. As well as the 11. Richard Crane trying to catch back up just a little bit. Delago going to work back out to an advantage here. He's got about 1.5 cars on him. This pack here. Colts are going to move down in front. He got a big push from the 35. Kind of shocked to see him leave the team up there. Now the 35 and the 1 kind of stranded up there by themselves. The 83 is going to try to work up to them. 3 is going to jump back up top. It's going to give up that bottom line. Ooh. The 3 and the 86 touch. It's going to put the 3 into the 35 just a little bit. Pushes him out to the wall. They're going to have to try to get that line formed back up, and they will. But Delago back out front. He's making his pit stop now. Oh, there it is. 94, the 53 hit into the wall hard. That's going to bring out your caution. That's the caution bomb, dude, that we were talking about with those green flag pit stops. Oh, that's way back. Let's see if it's not showing me the incident like I would like it to. There we go. Maybe. Sorry, folks. Hang on. It's not just giving me the incident, so I'm trying to find. All right. We got it now. Yeah, it was very, very close. I was trying to watch that myself, and it was like as the caution light came on, and it looked to me almost like he had a few feet before the line. Oh, the 48 just drove straight into the 94 there. Just didn't get on the brakes quick enough. 53 is going to hit the inside wall hard. 94 is going to have a lot of rear end damage there. See if we can get a perspective from the 48. So he's got a good run here. 86, 94 dive off. 48 goes down, but just doesn't get on the brakes. Yeah, I'm just not sure. I don't know if Delago was able to make it on there before the caution or not. He went ahead and made the pit stop anyway. I mean, probably about the worst case I would hope is end of line, which it's Talladega, so he'll be all right. That caution is going to put Burkhart back on the lead lap, though. He had the lucky dog there. He was running in that lead pack. Bud Shearer's still on pit road. He's been on there for about 7 minutes, so he's many laps down now. I'm currently showing Delago in 11th, so he may have made it. Not sure what's going on back here further in the field. Saw some cars bumping. Trying to get organized. Looks like he may be dropping to the back. He's probably got an EOL penalty. Ah, that's unfortunate. He had to have missed that by like 3 feet. It couldn't have been much more. He won't be the only one, though, because the 48 did make it. I think the 24 continued into his pit stop. So there's going to be a handful of them. Yeah, I agree, if that. I mean, it was close. It's very unfortunate. Bailey, you said it perfectly. That is mad unfortunate. New leader currently is going to be Aaron Jackson. Ron Walsh to the outside. Harrell in third. Burnett's going to be sitting in fourth. Right behind him is going to be Ricky Udding and Charles Van Scoyk. Seventh's going to be Jeff Ramsdell. Michael Coulter Jr. in eighth. Richard Holland ninth. Joshua Brock's going to round out the top 10. On through the field, Justin Reynolds is currently 11th, followed by Jorge Rincon. Bill Hales in 13th was involved in that last caution, so his fast repair is now gone. Tommy D sitting in 14th. 15th, Josh Previte. Gitchell sitting in 16th currently. Schmitz in 17th. Richard Crane 18th. Burkhart 19th, and rounding out the top 20, David Scott. 21st position, that's Bud Shear. Currently sitting on pit road. Robert Doig out of the race. Had some VR issues, which was very unfortunate as well. Had a strong run going. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go green with 9 to go. This is where it's going to get crazy, folks. There's not going to be much give anymore. It's going to be a lot of take. We do have teammates on the front row. We'll see, like we see in NASCAR all the time. We let teammates down or whatever you may have to try to get that pack together. Like I said, teammates are going to play a factor until you get to around 5 to go. Then it's every man for themselves. And it gets interesting, to say the least. You're saying 2 more cautions? I'm going to say 3. I don't think it's going to be calm anymore. 30 more. I hope not. All right, the 12 is going to get a little bit of a jump. We are green flag, 9 to go at Talladega. The 48 is going to be able to get behind the 12. 43 and the 2 behind theirs. Harrell looking to the outside. No room to come back down, so he's going to have the 8 behind him, the 3, the 1, the 94 coming up behind them. 48 getting a good push on the 12 down the backstretch. We'll see if the 8 and the 43 can link up and get a shove. Shall the chaos begin? I think it will. I give it about 1 lap. We'll probably see 3 wide here soon. There's just not much time left to mess around. If you're in the back, you got to go. Your leader when that caution came out was Tommy D, making his way back through the field. Currently back up to 11th, moving back down to the bottom, trying to get more positions everywhere he can. The 8 moves a little bit out, able to get back down. The 24 looking to the outside, back in the pack. And there's our 3 wide we talked about. Previte trying to make it start. Nobody wants to go with him right now. Justin Reynolds currently in the back of the pack there. Got that pit road penalty with that caution. Him and Tommy D. Very unfortunate for them, but Tommy D making his way back up through the pack. He's in 9th. Down the backstretch with 7 to go. Aaron Jackson still out front, being pushed by Ron Walsh. Ricky Udding, Charles Van Scoyk also in line. Further back in the pack, trying to make it 3 wide once again. That middle line just kind of moving back and forth. I don't think they want that top line to get formed up. Into turns 1 and 2. We have 6 to go. Fast lane racing out front. Harrell about 4 cars deep, leading that middle line currently. Previte on the top, about another 4 cars back from that. We're going to have to see some more moves start being made. We're going to have to see more people jump up to that top line if they're going to make a run. The 1 and the 24 touch. Scary moment there for the 24. About got into the wall, still trying to gather it back up. And the caution is out. I saw gold. Is that Richard Holland? See if we can figure out what happened here. I'm pretty sure I saw his car in it. They're up in the wall, still trying to gather it back up. It was not gold I saw. Who did I see? Was it the... Oh, it was the 48. It was the yellow. The 48 and the 83 looks like they got the bad end of what was happening up there. 24 gets loose after touching with the 1. Then it's just a mess. Everybody trying to stay out of it. The Holy Gold survived. Let's go. See if we can go back a little bit further here. See where I think it kind of started. .24 and the 1. They're going to touch here. It's the 24 squarely. 8 squarely up front there. He hits the wall, somehow gets damaged, and it fixes itself. And then that's where the traffic jam just happened behind him. And then the caution is out. Yeah, that 8 was squarely up there as well. Hopefully will not be the green-white checkered yet. Hopefully this will not take us to overtime, so we'll have a couple chances at this. When we go green, your top 5 is going to be Jackson, Walsh, Udding, Harrell, and Van Scoik. Back through the field, 6 through 10, you're going to have Ramsdale, Burnett, Coulter Jr., Delago, and Brock. Further down the field, you're going to have Holland, Rincon, Schmitz, Previte, Scott, Crane, Hales, Reynolds, Burkhart, and Gitchell. Thank you, Bomb Dude. Always a pleasure to do the broadcast. It's too much fun to not do. It's been a unique experience for me tonight, though, because Zirkle had some football coaches meeting he had to go to for his son. A mandatory meeting for all the coaches, he said. So this is actually my first broadcast by myself. It's been different. I guess that's probably a good way to put it. But it's been fun. Perfect. Thank you, Bomb Dude. Remember to check it out, everybody. That's your new Xfinity Series sponsor and title name. This is now the GOAT Racing League Beef Jerky Unlimited Xfinity Series. Check it out, beefjerkyunlimited.com. Link is in the chat. Thank you to Bomb Dude there. Go order some beef jerky. Everybody loves beef jerky. And this is better than normal beef jerky. Bomb dude, are you still talking to Tommy D? Is this the green white checkered? I think it just bumped up. The lap did. Cherry maple. That's the one Zirkle was telling me about. He said he loves the cherry maple. Ah, you left Discord. Okay. I do believe this is the green white checkered, folks. I'm pretty sure I watched the lap. I didn't pay enough attention. I was talking about beef jerky, which is amazing. I love beef jerky. But I'm pretty sure it bumped from 2 to 3, which means we're in overtime. Which means this is our one GWC green white checkered attempt. What's up, GA dog? Not used to hearing you broadcast. Yeah, we started broadcasting not too long ago. Me and Zerk usually do it together, but he had some family stuff he had to do tonight. And we do still race. We don't race on Heat anymore or anything, but we do race on iRacing on Tuesdays and Saturdays. And if you're ever bored, check out Signature Esports, because that's what we race on. He broadcasts when we're racing. Bailey, chaos shall ensue again. You're 100% correct. This ain't going to go calmly. I talked about give and take earlier. It's all take. There's not even a little bit of give anymore. Everybody wants to get that victory. Green flag is out. Green, white, checkered. Here we go. 2 to go at the line. 12's going to get a good jump. 48's going to jump in line behind. Ricky Utting behind them. Van Scoik on the bottom there. Harold's going to be on the outside trying to move that top line. No help right now, though. And teammates are gone. Yeah, these two, he might push them out a little bit here to the last lap. But once that last lap hits, they're on their own. Down the backstretch they go. Harold jumping out from behind Van Scoik. Got help from the 97 of Ramsdale. Behind them, you've got Coulter. You've got Holland. You've got Brock. Delago down on the bottom trying to push the 8. Van Scoik still on the bottom there, sitting in 4th. Harold's going to dive in line below them. Back, further back. We had one touch the wall. That looked like it was pretty wide, but everybody's got it gathered up. Still green flag racing. Coming to the line. 1 to go. The white flag is out. Next flag will end the race. A little bit of a 3-car breakaway here. That's going to be the 12 of Aaron Jackson, 48 Ron Walsh, and 2 of Ricky Utting. They've got a nice little gap. 3 wide behind them. Van Scoik on the bottom. Harold in the middle. Brock up top. There's just nowhere for those cars to go right now. Who's going to make a move here? Is Ron Walsh going to jump out? Is Ricky Utting going to jump out first? Or are they going to stay in line? Utting jumps to the outside. Coming to the checkered, Aaron Jackson is going to win at Talladega, followed by Ron Walsh and Ricky Utting. And now they're wrecking. The big one happens after it's over. See if we can bring up the race results real quick here. Fast lane racing. They're going to take positions 1 through 3. 12, Aaron Jackson is your winner. Ron Walsh will take second. Someone has dethroned Ron Walsh. It's the first race he's been in so far in the Xfinity Series that he did not win. Ricky Utting is going to take third position. Van Scoik's going to come up in 4th for G.O.A.T Racing. Maurice Burnett, 43 Racing with Samuel Harrell. They're going to take 5th and 6th. Coulter Jr. 7th. Delago 8. Ramsdale 9. Schmitz 10th. Previte 11th. Scott 12th. Justin Reynolds 13th. Brandon Burkhart will come in 14th. Bill Hales 15th. Gitchell, he's going to finish in 16th position. Joshua Brock 17th, followed by Richard Holland. Jorge Rincon comes out 19th, and Richard Crane 20th. Let the burnout begin. Burn it down, Aaron. Teammate's going to join him out here. At least the two is. You were correct, too. I thought it would get crazy a little bit quicker. You as well. Have a good evening. Have a good night. Get some good rest. We'll try to get them all here in the waiting room, folks. We'll interview the top three as long as we can get a hold of them here. All right, folks. They're all here. Aaron Jackson with the W at Talladega.
Hey, you might as well just pull all three of us in here.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Let's do that. We got one more here. One more. All right, Fast Lane Racing with the W at Talladega. Aaron, you came out first. Ricky, you were third, and Ron, you were second. Heck of a race, fellas.
Thank you, Nathan.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Aaron, tell me. I know it looked like you rode around a little bit in the back there, and then when you decided to go, you went quickly.
yeah. We stayed in the back first two stages and kind of played pit strategy a little bit and pitted earlier than everybody else did. Trying to stay away from the pack and stay out of the wrecks, which in the end worked out.
Yeah, I saw that you guys had a nice little 5-car pack there, so I knew you were running fast laps. And then they just, when they came down pit road, they had that unfortunate caution that caught a couple of them before they could get on pit road.
Yeah, I think that it got a little messed up there too with getting on the pit road and when the caution was thrown. Kind of really shuffled the order around. So somehow we ended up in the front and just held on to it from there.
Yeah, you guys were fast. Ricky, walk me through your race.
Well, I qualified outside front row and was able to compete for the first stage win, so I felt comfortable up front, and then started to get shuffled back. I mean, we got 3 wide there, and so once that happened, that sort of set the tone for my strategy. But I will say that this is the ideal race to have teammates, right? I mean, Talladega, so um, I was we were running slower laps with me in front, so we shuffled around, and Aaron was able to pull us the fastest laps. So happy to do that.
I was waiting that final lap with you three. I was waiting to see who was going to be the one to make the move.
Well, I was watching Sammy and Charles behind me because they hadn't dropped back that far the whole race, and the fact that they did, I thought, okay, they're going to try and orchestrate a run, and I had no choice but to pull up in front of them if they did, but they just never came. So I think that destined us to just kind of finish in a line.
Ron, you had a heck of a race there as well. Heck of a job pushing Aaron with Ricky there behind you as well. Walk me through your race as well.
I can't talk right now, Nathan. I'm crying because I've been knocked off my throne.
Yeah, I did call that out. I did.
Yeah, he was bitching at me in the last lap that he was gonna not have his win streak.
Yeah, I did. I unfortunately, I'm sorry, Ron. I did. I
It's
did call
okay.
that out.
It's okay. I'm wiping off the tears now. No, it was a good race. I got into that first wreck and did my fast repair and was able to get back with these guys and stay with them. And then thank God that caution came out when we were either or we would still been on the first three cars out there. Me when they, after they pitted, so it came out at a good time and we were able to keep it. It was a good race.
Oh yeah, you guys were running fast laps, especially with them running double file, not staying as glued to each other as you guys were. I'd have no doubt you probably would have came out ahead of them when they made that pit stop, regardless.
Yeah, yeah, it was yeah, because they were running 52s and we got down to like 51.07 or something like that.
I think Ronnie did a great job pushing Aaron because his temperature started going up. So good job, Ron.
Oh yeah, he was glued to him. It was fun to watch.
I'm just happy Fastlane to the win again.
1, 2, 3.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, fellas. Congratulations on your 1, 2, 3 finish, Aaron. I'll start with you, and then we'll go down the line. Walsh and Udding. Give me your shout outs, fellas.
Yeah, obviously my teammates, Ron and Ricky and John and everybody here that puts on the league. They do a great job. All the sponsors, we appreciate it. You guys for broadcasting it, but give my parents a chance to watch it, and a shout out for them as well. But yeah, thanks guys.
Walsh.
I want to mirror what he said. And thank you to the new sponsor, Beef Jerky Unlimited. Thank you, Nathan, for doing this. How do you say it? Skull Key?
Yep, Skull Key Esports.
Yeah. Thank you. And thank you, Charles, for having me and my teammate in this league. It's definitely a great league and great bunch of guys. So thank you.
And
And
last,
thank you,
go ahead.
teammates.
Sorry.
My teammate. Thank you to my teammates. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good. Sorry. And then last but not least, Ricky.
Yeah, great league. Thanks to Charles for putting it on, and thanks Nathan for the broadcast, and thanks for our new sponsor, Beef Jerky, and thanks to Holly and Ron, Cheryl, Mark. I know they're watching, and Salvino's GR models. Check them out.
Yeah, give a shout out to Brandon's mom and dad too. I know they're over at his house.
Oh
watching
yeah,
today.
and thanks to Brandon and his mom and dad.
Shout out to the Ohio native taking home the win as well.
Hey, thanks, man.
Got to. Not too far away.
Nope.
All right, again, Aaron, congratulations on the W, getting the win at Talladega. Congratulations to Fastlane for 1, 2, 3, Walsh for second, Udding for third. Have a good night, fellas. Take care, and I'll see you guys who's racing Saturday at the wonderful Paperclip.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
All right, we'll see you.
All right, thanks.
Have a good night,
Have a
fellas.
good night, Darren. Later.
All right, folks, that was the race there for Talladega. Your winner was Aaron Jackson, followed by Ron Walsh and Ricky Udding. Them three together make up Fastlane Racing, and they took 1, 2, 3. They dominated there at the end. After we had a caution getting on pit road for green flag stops, they were able to get the top three, and they held on to it. Van Scoik and Harold tried to make a run there at the end, just didn't have quite enough. But it was a great race overall. Not too much beating and banging. Didn't get quite as crazy as I thought it would. There was a lot of clean racing. Some unfortunate events happened. Nothing was intentional from my sight anyway. Everything looked to be just racing incidents, and sometimes that's just the way things go, especially at a restrictor plate. Daddy Goat, thank you for joining in there. Great race, fellas. Definitely was. Great race from everybody. Like I said, just a couple of unfortunate things there. I know Bud Shear had a strong car. Not quite sure what happened to him, that he got stuck there on pit road, that he was sitting there. Tommy D was having a really strong race, got caught by that caution, got a penalty going on to pit road, as well as a couple other cars there that just kind of took him out. But let's see. Before I sign off here, for our schedule, next week, July 14th, we will be back, and we'll be at another good track. We'll be at Dover International Speedway. A little bit smaller track, pretty banked. Kind kind of tough to pass in my opinion, but there's a lot of good drivers in this league that they know how to do it. Ron Walsh out there in the chat. Thank you, Nathan. Once again, appreciate it. Always thank you guys for tuning in. Chat, you guys are what makes this fun. As well as I mean, I get to watch racing and call a race like that. That's obviously fun too, but the chat makes it so much better. It's just fun to communicate with everybody during the race. Thank you everybody that followed or subscribed on YouTube tonight. Also very much appreciated. With that, again, this is Skokie Esports. This was the GOAT Racing League Beef Jerky Unlimited Xfinity Series. BeefJerkyUnlimited.com. Go get yourself some beef jerky. Stay safe. Stay healthy. We'll see you next week.